Let's go.
Right, CBS 58. Here we go.
Ooh.
That's why I come right back. The streets don't play around. At least not like that. The streets I call my own. That's why I come right back.
All right, man. It's a pleasure to be here with the news, man. Channel 58 CBS. And we want to introduce yourself for the people that don't know real quick.
Yep. AJ Byapour, reporter at CBS 58. Did a story about you and Sanders back in March.
The corner of 46th and Center looks and sounds
You got to tease him for a second.
just like
It's coming.
many other Milwaukee intersections.
Do it, Sanders.
Well, almost.
And time flies. What month is it
May.
now?
It was May. We did the story in May.
Yeah.
Let's-
And it's November now, man. So time's been going past, and I did get exposure off of that, man. People have been knowing me in different places that I go around, man. Like the first question I want to know, like, how far does that clip broadcast?
It goes all over southeast Wisconsin on TV. So I mean Milwaukee, but also like Waukesha, Ozaukee,
Okay.
Sheboygan, Racine, Kenosha, Walworth, Dodge counties. Parts of Jefferson County get it too. So all over southeast Wisconsin, they get it on TV. But you know, with the internet, it's everywhere.
Okay,
You know, it can go
okay.
everywhere because it goes on the website. We share it, put it on social. So you know, it spreads. It spreads pretty much
spreads.
everywhere.
Okay, and another question I want to have for you, like when you seen the Arkansas clip, right? Did you know about me before, or did you like find out first? Did your team tell you to chase this story, or did you pick it up on your own?
No, the story behind that is my first day here was March 20th, and I was in training, so I was just kind of behind the scenes, seeing how it works. I was watching the newscast that day, and at the end of one of our newscasts, we ran the story out of Arkansas.
Now, we got a story for you that sounds like we're about to start a joke. It involves a Wisconsin rapper and his rooster.
Yeah, and it was so funny it made me cry, but I'm excited to see this story. As CHV 11's Ian Russell found, the story behind the man and the bird is an inspiring one.
That's a CBS station there too, so you know, with CBS, ABC, NBC, the local stations can kind of have a sharing agreement. You know, we can share each other's stuff. So if there's something that happened in another state that kind of has a tie back to your community,
Yeah.
and you see that, you can reach out and be like, hey, can we get that story? Because we want to run it in our show. So
Right.
when we saw that Arkansas had the CBS in Little Rock, Arkansas was doing a story about a Wisconsin man who was stranded there with his rooster.
Me.
And I got a little car trouble down in Memphis, and I kind of landed here in Arkansas, and now I'm here.
Our station said, hey, that's interesting, we'd like to run that in our show. So I was just watching the show. I didn't know that it was in the show.
Okay.
I was just kind of watching behind the scenes, seeing how the station operates, first day of training. And I see the story, and I go, you know, 46 Sanders.
Right.
And I go, I bet he's from Milwaukee, because the story had said, like, hey, 46 comes from the street he grew up
Yeah.
on.
So you putting two and two together.
Right, so I'm like, I
Yeah.
bet that's Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I bet, because the story said a Wisconsin man.
Involves a Wisconsin rapper and his rooster.
Yeah.
I was like, I bet it's Milwaukee.
I was happy about that too, because it gave me like a bigger broadcast about myself instead of just like putting me in one city. So
Right.
when they said the Wisconsin man, I did like that.
So, you know, the thing where, the next thing I just kind of reached out. I said, you know what, I bet it'd be cool to do a follow-up story when you do make your way back up here.
Right.
So I just sent you a message on Instagram and was
Yeah,
like, hey,
I
is it
remember.
true- is it
I was
true that you're in
I was
Milwaukee?
going live one time, and you commented like, "Hey, I'm from the new CBS up here. You should talk to me, have a conversation. Like when you hit up here, reach out." And I came up and I reached out, and you made the story happen, man. I still want to shake your hand on that,
Yeah, of
man,
course,
because
of course.
I've been trying hard to like achieve my stuff. Like you see my achievement wall, like chasing my music dreams, and I'm chasing like a couple other things in the midst. But you put the highlight on it after that, man. And I've been on there already. So shout out to THV11 for putting out the first story. But when you came and did it, it set a whole nother fire for me, man. And I'm out here getting positive energy. And to go to the next question, man, I heard you won an award off the clip.
Yeah, the National Press Photography Association gave it a first place award.
First place, number one.
First place for, called the NPPA. It's just press photography for that quarter. So for the second quarter of 2023. They got first place, so got to give a shout out to Jerry Amick. He's the chief.
Shout out to Jerry.
Here. He's just getting back into town now. Otherwise, I bet he would have wanted to join us too, because he loves that story. He's really proud of it.
Talk about it.
Yep. So the NPPA really, focuses on the visual aspect of it. So that's really his award.
Okay.
Because he was the photographer, he edited it, so he did a great job on that.
Yeah.
And the goal is to try to win even more with that. So so win a quarterly award. We want to try to win the yearly award. See if there's other press awards that we can win with it, because we both feel good about it. We think it was a really good story the way it turned out. So hopefully it's the first but not the last trophy that story brings in.
Man, I hope so, man. I want to be there to accept some type of award, man, if it goes all the way, man. I'm trying to get my piece of me and Sanders come through, man, to accept the award with y'all one day.
Yeah, do you think you get a little tuxedo tailored for him?
Yeah, we can get a tuxedo, man.
Get a little tuxedo for him. We'll have him pose with the trophy and everything.
Yeah, let's get him over here one time, man, before we... This is very busy, man. He took out time of his day of work, man, to come do my interview. You know I'm doing my podcast, so... Big congratulations for you being humble enough, man, and not arrogant, man, and just to come really be like when I met this guy, it's been like connection. He been following my Instagram story. I look at his stories, man, and it just become like a small relationship. So this is another step, and I'm just happy that you was able to, take some time, man, because a lot of people, there's busy people out here, man. He's a family man, right?
Right. But the thing about being a news reporter locally is the people make the story. It's all about telling the people's story and having those connections. So, you can't be out here and be somebody who's going to be trusted to tell people's stories if you're acting like you're too big for them. So,
yeah.
No, it'll never be like that.
Okay, see, right here you get it first, man. This guy's a genuine guy. He came and blessed my podcast. I asked the majority of the questions I wanted to ask, because I know you're a busy guy, like I said, and I just wanted to connect about the story, and it turned out great. Like you said, shout out to the photographer. And what's the other guy you named? Jerry. Shout out to Jerry. And shout out to CBS 58.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everyone.
We out of here, man. Talk about it.
AJ Bayapor, CBS 58 News. Catch me on Instagram at AJ Bayapor, at Twitter at AJ Bayapor. 46 Sanders. We know each other now.
After the podcast, a couple people came out to take pictures for 58 CBS, showing mad love. So shout out to the whole cast at 58 CBS. But main shout out to AJ, man, for taking care of me, doing the story, and still showing love after the story, man. He even seen me at the Bucks opener game and put me on the news again.
He's got a different apparel on, and if I can show it a little bit, he got his Bucks game opener day. Shout out to Dame for coming to the team and play with Giannis.
Now that's what I call mad love, man. But shout out to everybody that's watching my podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to hear my music, scan that URL code, man. Put your phone out, make sure it's on photo. Scan that URL code. Y'all know what I said. URL code. And get busy, man.